Hey, what's going on, family? So it's Coach Michael here once again with another amazing video. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, I want to make myself known to you. My name is Coach Michael, and on this channel, I help you to live with intention and with purpose. So if this is your first time, consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting the bell and select all. So next time I upload a video or next time I go live, you'll get all the notifications. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, I greatly appreciate you. Now, I know you saw the title of the video, The Real Reason Why You're Broke, and that probably brought you to this video. Now, I want to let you know that that title does not do justice for what we're going to talk about on today. We're going to be real, we're going to be upfront, we're going to be very raw, and some things that you may not want to hear, you may need to hear. So I'm glad you're here. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, the first thing I want you to understand is you don't have a money problem. You have a relationship with money problem. Now let that sit, because if making more money actually fix people from being broke, we wouldn't have so many people struggling right now. I've seen people make $30,000 a year and still be broke. And I've also seen people that make $100,000 and still live paycheck to paycheck. So clearly it's not just income. I'm gonna be real and very honest with you. There was a time where I was making money, but I felt that it was disappearing just as fast as it came in. I mean, there was times before where I would see something that I wanted, and rather than me actually think about it, I would just go ahead and make an impulsive decision based off how I felt, allowing my emotions to lead me to make decisions that were liabilities and not assets. And then being left with the intriguing thought that more money would be the solution. I used to think, well, if I make more money, then I'll be good. But nothing changed because I didn't truly change. So in this video, I'm going to break down the real reason why people stay broke. And if that's you, I'm going to teach you how you can fix it. Most people aren't broke because of money. They're broke because of how they think about money. And there are several reasons why this happens, but for the sake of time and for the length of this video, I'm going to only give you 3 of the main reasons. The first is scarcity thinking. This is the mindset of, I can't afford it. And this involves the fear of spending, the fear of investing, and basically always just trying to play it safe. But here's the problem with that. When you always think that you can't afford something, you stop looking for ways to create money. Because in actuality, it takes money to get money. A scarcity mindset will always keep you in survival mode and not a growth mode. Be honest, ask yourself, how many times have you said, I can't afford that, rather than, how can I afford it? The second thing is victim mentality. And the only people that have this mentality are the people that don't realize that things didn't happen to them, but they happened for them. And this is when everything is someone else's fault. And listen, I know some of that stuff is real, so I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I will be honest and tell you that if you stay there, you will stay stuck. Because as long as it's not your fault, it's also not your responsibility to fix it. Am I right? Number 3 is short-term thinking. And this is a big one. This is the one that 99.9% of people deal with, even if they don't recognize it. Wanting quick money, spending fast, and not thinking ahead. Examples can be blowing tax refunds, not saving, no long-term plan. See, the difference between the two is poor thinking is just focused on right now. Wealth thinking is focused on building. So I want you to think about that for a second. Which one are you? Now I'm going to tell you where most of this comes from. This is the part that most people do not want to talk about. And I want you to understand that you weren't born thinking like this. You were taught to think like this. Think about it. When you were a child, what'd you always hear? I can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees. You may have even watched your parents struggle or people around you struggle. Or you may have just been in an environment where people normalize being broke. The environment that you were cultivated in helped shape how you view money. Because if no one around you knew how to actually build wealth, then how would you know how to build wealth? I could honestly say, I know you did not choose your programming, but you can change it. I'm going to show you how to actually rewire your mindset. And you might be asking by now, all right, so how do I fix this? Well, I'm about to tell you. Because affirmations alone, that's not enough. That's not going to work. There's 4 things that you need to start doing today if you want your relationship with money to change. The first thing is awareness first. We need to step back to truly see what's really going on. And this is when you are real, raw, and honest with yourself. And you can start doing this by tracking your money for at least 7 days, which is an entire week. Because if you step back, you can start to see your impulsive decisions and errors that you have concerning money. And also within that process, which is self-explanatory, is tracking every dollar, being super intentional. If you need a journal, if you need something like that of the sort, you need to make sure that you jot down all of the things that you're spending money on. I remember when I first started doing that, and it was crazy that we were spending hundreds of dollars on just going out to eat. Number 2 is change what you consume. What you watch every day, believe it or not, is shaping how you think. Social media, friends, conversations. Do I need to continue? Because if all you're consuming and hearing is negativity and struggle, that will become your reality. So start to feed your mind growth on a day-to-day basis. Listening to podcasts, listening to financial advice, whatever it takes to get you from a place that you don't desire to a place that you do desire. Now, number 3 is big. Act differently before you feel ready. Now, this is where most people mess up. They wait until they feel ready, confident, or even motivated. But can I be honest with you? That day never comes. There's no such thing as when I feel ready. So take that out of your vocabulary. Start saving even if it's small. Start investing small. Start learning daily. Your habits change your identity and not your feelings. Once again, I'm going to say that one more time. Your habits change your identity and not your feelings. Number 4, build systems, not motivation. You see, motivation comes and goes, but what you really need is structure. You need a budget system, you need an income plan, and you also need a credit plan. Discipline builds what motivation cannot sustain. And as I stated at the very beginning of the video, I wanted to be very raw and upfront and truthful with you. My desire of this channel is to see you to live with intention and with purpose. So I'm not cutting any corners. If this hit you, it needed to, because this is something that you needed to hear. I don't want you to watch this video and go back to the same habits. I want you to take very valuable information that I've shared today and go back to apply it. Because wisdom is not wisdom unless it's applied. You have a lot of wise fools, but we'll talk about that in another video. I want you to understand that if nothing changes, then you won't change. And to kind of switch it up a little bit, I want you to understand that nothing changes if you don't change. So if you're serious about living with intention and with purpose and fixing your situation, please hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the bell and select all. So the next time I upload a video just like this one, or I go live, you won't miss it. Because in the next video, you don't want to miss it. I'm going to show you how to repair your credit step by step without paying anyone. Your life changes when you do. Also, all information will be tagged in the description below if you need any access to any of my coaching. This is Coach Michael. See you guys in the next one.